Hello and welcome to your MES lesson. I'm Claire. Today, you're going to learn the what, the how, and the when of asking questions with when plus do. Let's start with what. What are these questions used for? They are used to ask about time. For example, when do you leave for the airport today? Good. Now let's learn how. How do you use these questions? First, know how to conjugate when plus do. If you want to ask about yourself, please repeat. When do I? If you want to ask about me, when do you? If you want to ask about Clarence, when does Clarence? If you want to ask about Ruth, when does Ruth? If you want to ask about us, when do we? If you want to ask about them, when do they? It's very important to memorize this conjugation fluently before you start practicing video B. Next, study your vocabulary. For example, when do you imagine getting married? Head out. Retire. Finally, to build a more specific question, you can use a time reference. For example, when do you head home every day? Or a prepositional phrase. For example, when do you head home after work? So finally, when do you use these questions? You use them when you want to learn more about the time of people's interests, hobbies, habits, and daily activities. For example, when do you get to the office? When do you plan to study in America? When do you find time to power nap? Excellent! Now let's review. First, what are questions with when plus do used for? They are used to ask about time. Second, how do you use these questions? You use them by knowing the conjugation of when plus do and building a more specific question with the vocabulary. Third, when do you use these questions? You use them when you want to learn more about the time of people's interests, hobbies, habits, and daily activities. Well done! Let's move on to video B to really practice making your own questions. Remember to keep on reviewing your vocabulary. I'm Claire, and I'll see you back here soon.